All right, guys, it's time. My Sterling ink order has finally arrived, and I can have a look at it and see if it's going to work. I've opened the box. So now I'm going to play with scissors with my one eye on camera, just to make everybody a little bit nervous. Because it wasn't so bad. Yeah, it basically was pinging back and forth between New York and New Jersey for a while, and then finally shipped and sat in customs for like a week over here in the UK. All right. You go over there. This is the, I think it's a business card and a little freebie sticker. Like, yes. Which has, oh, a little kind of old style camera and some vintagey looking bottles and flowers and things. And then the card, which I guess I'll put in my planner because it doesn't fit in my business card holder. All right, so I got, I'm like still so kind of vague on what I got. I got the N1 in Forest Compact with gold edge, just because I've never had a gold edge before. I don't tend to chunk my, this is going to be kind of my work planner. I don't tend to chunk it up. Can I get this out? It's really pretty. It's very dark. You almost can't tell that it's green unless you go like this. Stick it next to something black, and then you could see maybe that it's a very, very, very dark green. I have notoriously dry fingers. I'd seen somebody say that their like fingerprints showed up on it. But that's not going to happen to me because I don't have fingerprints. All right. This is my current work planner. So I will take that out. I've been using for a couple of years now. How do I get that out there? A Kinbor. Which, you know, from AliExpress, which is fine. I liked the hardcoverness of it, because then I could just take it out and use it without the cover. But this is shorter, I think. Is it? Than the actual book? No, I think they might be the same size, but maybe because it's not a hardcover, I might be able to slip it in the back. That would be neat. This is a... Nope, I'm not going to be able to slip it in the back. It's not going to fit. Nope, nope, I could just tell from the stitching. Oh well. So we're going to be putting it... I usually put it through the back. Which seems to kind of work fine. It fits. It's lighter than this thing had been, which is good because I'm a wimp. It kind of stands out a little bit more where it's sticking in there, but what I might do, so Sarah Martinez did a video on kind of how to make a thing that you could slip into the back pocket if your book doesn't fit. I think that's what she did. I'm going to look for it. If that's the case, then I will link it below. And then I also bought the Lawrence Felt Designs new collab thing, where it's like a cover that you put the cover in the on the string, not the actual book. But I could probably just do that with, let me see what this looks like. Of course, I'm going to do what I usually do and do things I hadn't planned, because that's how I roll. All right. I can't even get this cover off. All right. going to take this cover off and then I'm going to want it back on. But this is the lengths I'm going to go for you guys. Just see if I can do this. This one seems like it's glued in. Yeah, so this was a Lawrence Phelps from previous years. And I don't know whether putting this on here, you're even going to see this pattern. Let me just take all this stuff out. I can't even tell where it's in. Never mind. I'm just going to leave that stuff in. Okay. Now, so what I would do is I would slide this in here. Put that on the string. And then slide the other cover and bend it and stress everybody out watching. Okay, so maybe I should have put it on the string first. Let's do that. So it's on the string, and then I kind of pull this back and pull this back. I'm not the most coordinated person. I think everybody knows, who watches this knows that. Okay, so now we're in. It doesn't really... Yeah, I think it fits all right. So what does it look like? Fits pretty good. I may want to, because like down here, it's kind of buckling a bit. So I may want to take my heat gun and stretch this spine a little bit, because it's just not really fitting great. But yeah, maybe I'll try something like that. Yeah, both sides. You can see it's like wanting to buckle. All right, so that's not a go for at the moment. So what I might do is go off and try the Sarah Martinez trick and then come back. Take this out. Or, yeah, because, and then in the new ones, they've kind of punched a hole out here so you don't get this kind of tearing thing going on from having that on rings. So yeah, I will try a couple of, you know what? Does it fit in here? That's not going to work anyways. No, that's too thin. All right, so I have some work to do to make this go. It'll fit in this book. And this is the, I think it's Wanderings. I'll put a link to that. They sell it on the Amazons. And I actually really like this because it has so many pockets and it looks super beat up. So it's kind of the best of all worlds for me for a planner, because I'm often having to keep track of little scraps of paper. So I'll be able to get that in there. I think I'll come back on after I figured out a solution for that rings thing. And then this is the one I was mostly curious about. Oh, you know what? Let me just do something really quick. Does it lay flat? I think if you train it. Yes, if you train it, it lays flat. And then, oh, I like the font. I like that it's a little bit darker. Let me get the one that I've got from last year, the undated, that I'm going to use as my ink log, which I think has slightly, no, same size grid. Okay. But it's I feel like it's a little teensy bit darker. To my crappy eyeballs, yes, it's a little bit darker, so I'm going to be able to see things better on this, which is good. And then how wide is the... Where's my ruler? All right, about 2.5. And then the kin bore. Oh, 3. So I had much more space to kind of write my things there. So that'll be interesting. But I'm planning on trying to use the notes pages in like a daily way, which I wasn't doing last year. Or I wasn't doing it much. So I've been practicing doing that. And that works pretty good. I just like this size for work. But yeah, it's 121. I had to number these myself. There was only 33 notes pages in this. So they didn't have this cover, which I've used each color that they'd made of it. And so it felt like I was done. You know, if they'd come out with another color, I might do it. But they only, I think, had 3 colors and I used each one of them. So it was time to, you know, find a different one. Plus, fountain pen kind of works on here, but it's not entirely great. So, well, I'm going to have to cover that. Yeah, so I'll go for it. I'll use it. We'll see how it goes. And I'll come back with a solution for the strings. For some reason I was worried it was going to be a bit thicker. Don't know why. So this one. So when I first bought this one, this was going to be my ink journal. But now that I'm doing the B6 as my ink journal, and I bought this as my health journal, which is kind of taking the place. So I did that in a Hobonichi Weeks last year, and it just worked. So, you know, I'm going to do it again. And this is a Galen leather cover. So what I wanted to know, I was thinking I might use this as kind of a social media cover to maybe make me get better at social media, because I seem to have a problem posting. I'm doing really good at doing YouTube videos, but I'm terrible at doing Instagram or kind of anything else to promote my channel. I can't even seem to ask people to like and subscribe. And this is my Eternal, I don't know that I like those colors together. My Eternal Leather Goods. All right, so let me see. I want to use this cover. I love this color, that cover. All right, let me see if the Hobonichi fits in there. I think it should. This is the one I bought off of, oh, I'm going to have to put it across the thing. Because right now my mind is blank. I know her name. I watch her channel all the time, but I can't think of it at the moment. All right, so it doesn't have any card slots, which if I really, really wanted them, I could do myself. But I could put this in here, and then put one of my new Simone yearly stickers. So this is on her Ko-fi. So check that out. So that fits in there, but does the other thing fit? Where did I just put that cover? I put it back. Why did I do that? Okay. So this is the sticker book I made out of just like a ream of sticker release paper. And that slots in here. That works. I won't want to put, I don't think I want to put this over it like I did in the past. I don't know. I don't know how, because the cover I want to do it and it looks icky. It goes with this better, but this is like an orangey red and this looks nice. But this is also orangey red, so this is not gonna look good in there. I have one more cover. Well, now I've got more covers than one. So that doesn't look good in there. It actually goes a little bit better with this one because look, it's got that kind of burnt look. All right, I'm gonna think about if I want to keep this. So the other one I've got, one second. All right, I'm back. This is hand stitched leather tee cover. I used that one last year instead of this one. So, oh, come out. Come out easily in case I want to sell this. People won't be like, but you ruined it. This works in here. This one doesn't have a pin loop. What do I do with the... All right, well that doesn't need to fit in there. That's just because... So, social media planner in here. Maybe. This mess I make. This is a Sweet Freckled Designs. It's enormous. Like the pages aren't numbered. It is undated, but this is how many notes pages there are. A huge amount. Oh, this one folded a little bit. All right, that came out. So it's like a week's, and then there's months. And just a ginormous pile of notes. So many notes. I like the grid. I like how dark it is. It's kind of nice. But will I ever use anything with that many notes? I don't know. But this is my Moterm cover. Where'd that thing go? I'll put it in here. So it goes with this. It looks really nice with this, actually. I was thinking about selling this one because I don't really use it. I used it once and now I'm done because I'm a waste. So it looks good in this Moterm. That is an option. That is what I had this in, which was my ink log last year or this year. So I had that in the Moterm because this is a mega. Do not need a mega. All right. I'm thinking. Because I could just do, I could sell this one and just continue to do my social media stuff in, what was I doing it in? Where'd it go? I put it somewhere. I just have this Kinbor notebook. And so I was like planning things out in that. Because I don't need it to be fountain pen friendly. And this is cute. All right. Yeah. Okay. So my Sterling ink planners arrived. I haven't decided on anything. But I'm going to put this back in the plastic while I think. Alright, bye. Alright, third time's the charm. Right? Right? Okay, this is my third time doing this. This one was just a hair too narrow. So I'm doing it with my least favorite color out of this pack, so this one will work. Because then I'll feel like I have to use it. Alright, so where's the instructions? They are. So I've cut it 9 1/8 inches tall and 11 1/8 inches wide. I am going to score with, where's my scoring tool? I'm going to sit down and score the width because I can't see otherwise. 3 1/2 and 7 7/8. And then I'm going to score the height at 3/8. Oh, please let this be right. I don't want to get, if this just keeps happening, I'm going to do this in secret and not show you guys. And then 3/8 on the other side. And then on this side, which is going to be the part that tucks in, right? Let me just double check. Yes. We're going to do 5/8 just up to this score line. And for that, you're going to flip it like this. All right. So, let's do this again. So, where you've got the two score lines, probably you can see it better on the back, you're going to cut all the way to this one. Where you've got the, this is going to fold like this, and then we're going to make kind of a little slip pocket with these little bits. So you don't need this bit, and you don't need this bit, so that's what I'm cutting out. Hopefully I'll do the right thing this time, because, yeah. It's been, I'm not great at math. And I couldn't even articulate what I'd wanted to do to get help from the people in my house who are good at math. Basically, I couldn't find Sarah Martinez's tutorial. So since I'd done it once back in 2016 or some crazy amount of time ago, I decided in my nut job head that I could do it again from memory. Now, I don't know whether I've mentioned it before on this channel, but I have something called aphantasia, which means I have no visual memory. Like where somebody says, picture an apple, and you can picture an apple when you close your eyes. I just see black. So I'm trying to remember, you know, what the visuals were on this without visuals. So there's that. So I cut the double, I've done this so many times that I've now figured out it's easier if I cut the double score line. And those of you who are good at cutting like up to a certain point on your trimmers, go for it. I didn't want to, you know, enter another thing into this equation. All right, so before I glue this down and continue with this video, All right, so I'm just gonna cut a little notch here. A little notch there, which I did that wrong in the last video and I was gonna leave it, but I'm just gonna do it right this time. Maybe that will be a sign of good luck. All right. Where's the dang book? There it is. Please just fit. Please. So it's just got to fit. I can't see what I'm doing. Ugh. Trying not to lean my gray old head into the screen. Okay, I think it fits. Excellent. Okay. So the only thing I didn't figure out was, you know, do I just leave that high, or do I make it about the same height as the book is? But I don't think it's gonna matter. Anyways, so I'm gonna glue this, and you don't have to watch me like search for this, and you may not have to watch me search for the end of the tape like last time, because I couldn't see it. If you guys don't have these Tim Holtz scissors, you should get them, because that serrated edge and the fact that you could just clean it off with rubbing alcohol is so awesome. And it didn't go all the way to the end. So I'm going to have to do another little tiny piece. I hope this is in frame. It's going to be a real bummer if this isn't in frame. Alright. So I'm using this red, super strong, double-sided tape. Because it's super strong. Not that I think I'm going to be taking this in and out. If I get this to work, it's going to stay in there forever. Oh, now I have tape all over. But anyways. Do it on this side. Pardon my stomach. It's dinner time. But I can't stop doing this and eat dinner because I started something and I cannot go anywhere until I've finished the something. So I'm not this kind of a crafter, like this kind, paper crafter who knows all these tricks and scoring things. I just happened to have the thing because I needed to score something once, and so I went out and bought a scoring tool because that's the kind of impulse person I am trying not to be anymore. All right. Get off. But have been in the past. So I have pretty much every tool there is known to man. All right, so we're going to peel that. We're going to peel this. Or we think we are, but maybe we're not. Let's peel it from the other direction. There's more than one way to peel a tape. Or not. Okay, here we go. I don't even know how many of you guys are going to have this problem and need to solve it, but just in case, I'll just make it like one of my Sunday videos. All right, so fold. All right, what is that sticking out? Dang nabbit. Well, that's just going to live there forever. We have my hair. Okay, so here's how it works. You take the back cover, you slip it in here. And this thing folds. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to start screaming. This thing goes into your slip pocket. Doesn't have to go in all the way. This is just kind of butting up on the edge. There we go. And now we have my planner system for next year. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. Now I've got my book in here. I've got this pocket thing to keep things in. Here's my planner. I'm hoping that I don't have to take it in and out. If I do, it's going to start to drive me crazy, and I might end up getting myself a Moturn. But I love this cover, and so I wanted to stay in it. I wanted to figure out a way. Until at least my Lauren Phelps kind of cover thing comes, because I had to send it to my mom, and then my mom's going to send it on to me. So that could take a while. And that's it. That's this video. This is my sterling ink unboxing. All right, guys. I hope some of that was on screen. Bye.